Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. Around halfway through the season and a chance here to recap where all the teams in the West sit in the standings. We'll take a look at Utah. Right now they've been able to gather the 8th best record in the conference as the latter part of the season approaches.
And seeing where Utah is, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's really hard to figure out exactly what's been missing, but there is something missing. It perhaps could be the system they're playing in.
Look at the 76ers starting group. They've got Jonathan Isaac. He's out there with Embiid. And it's MP in at the point guard. And for Utah, Johnson is out there with Keontae George. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. Then there's Jaren Jackson. And it's Wiseman in at the 5 spot. All right, let's hand it over to David Aldridge, who has a report on MP.
Hey guys, I chatted with MP earlier about how he plans to deal with a team that provides solid rim protection. He said, I know they're good defenders, but me and my guys are going to show them they can't stop us from throwing it down. Expect some fireworks tonight, DA. It's a pretty strong statement from MP. Guys.
Sounds like MP's planning to add some clips of his own highlight reel tonight. We're only around halfway through this very long season, GA. This is when the grind, I think, really kicks in.
Yeah, you think about the physical and mental toll this game takes on you. And I miss being out there, but, man, I tell you, it can be a grind.
George passes to Johnson. The Jazz working the ball around now. That's good for George on the assist by Wiseman.
And developing that 3-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
MP against George. Rebounded by Jackson.
When you do moves like that and you miss, you know you're going to hear it from your coaches and your teammates.
Back to Johnson. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by MP. The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And MP throws it down hard.
Tell you what, MP's game makes you excited about the future of this league.
You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
The 76ers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Lets it go with the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. MP's got 9. And so George will bring it up for Utah. 4-point game. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
And now, joining us on the line, Shams Charania with a recent development. Shams, what's the latest?
Thanks, Kevin. With time winding down before the trade deadline, it's OKC making the news. They've acquired one of the more mobile and athletic centers in the league. Clint Capella knows his role: defend, run the floor, finish, and rebound at a high level. He might never be a star in this league, but he can star in his role, and that certainly has quite a bit of value.
Thanks again, Shams, as always. Now George, following the 3-point attempt by MP. George finds Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Lots of room. And McCain pulls it down.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Embiid with the screen on George. MP dishes to Embiid. Can't connect from short range.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
George with the bucket.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
52 seconds left to play in the first. MP deciding where to go with. Oh! Oh, my goodness.
Man.
Just stunning the defense and the crowd, for that matter. How artistic was that dunk by MP?
Now, here's George. His last outing, 16 points for him. Here's Jackson with the three. The shot's good on the assist by George. Jackson's got 5 now.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. MP kicks to Embiid. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it.
Inside, Embiid has almost too many options. A lot of ways he can get it done.
MP against George. Jackson, a screen on MP. Goes up from the top of the key. The shot, no good.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. 76ers. Heisman's checked in for Hansen, and it's Johnson in for Ellis. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Philadelphia. MP comes in for Jones. Jazz trail by 12. We've got Johnson. Collier out there with Keontae George. Then there's Wiseman. And it's Fontecchio in at the 4. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
You know, Clark, the days of trust the process are long gone. The Sixers are now focused on the now.
As well they should be, Kevin. With a superstar big guy in his prime in Joel Embiid, there's no time like the present. And it's not going to last forever, so they need to capitalize.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey guys, MP in the last time out against the Mavericks was phenomenal. He scored 54 points, and he reached that total with some superb shooting from deep. Those are eye-popping numbers he put up. Couldn't possibly top that tonight, could he? We'll all find out together. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. Philadelphia able to drain the 3.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Philadelphia leading by 11. A 3 from MP. Bring it up for MP. A 3.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Pass to Markkanen. Here's George. Offline with his 3.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And here's MP for 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Here's Collier. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. Outside, Markkanen. Wiseman sets a screen for Markkanen. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pass to McCain. Isaac kicks to MP. And the rejection by Jackson. And the basket by Isaac. 51 seconds left to play here in the half. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. The Jazz with another miss. So the 76ers, their last game, a loss to Dallas. Stolen by Markkanen. George with the ball. Isaac picks him up. Offensive rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
George passes to Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
You know, when Markkanen's in this deep, he should be dunking it every time. I like to see him use his size like that.
MP outside. Gets it off. And he hits the buzzer beater.
They already had the momentum going to the break. Now they've got even more of it.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Philadelphia 76ers. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic in execution.
They've imposed their will on the glass, getting all the 50-50 balls and maybe even a few 20-80 balls.
Love the activity.
And let's move to some recent news. Multiple trades are... And that is it for halftime, folks.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Joel Embiid out there with Isaac. Then it's MP. And it's Council in at the 3, the small forward. Pass to Wiseman. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, even with an MVP and Joel Embiid, the Sixers can't be a one-man show. Embiid says, I watch a lot of games and I see what's working. Good basketball means cutting, moving, guys getting off the ball, and it's moving and not sticking. But you need the right guys to execute that system. I think we've got the right guys. Kevin?
Well, you and I agree. They do, David. Thank you very much. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low number.
Well, it definitely was a disappointing part of his game this year. Not the numbers he was hoping for from the strike.
Outside, George. Six to shoot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking. I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Name a type of shot Keontae George can hit it, more than capable of scoring at all three levels.
MP outside. From downtown, rebounded by the Jazz. Wiseman's got 4 rebounds now tonight. George with the ball. 10 points for him. Here's Jackson. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists tonight.
And he is a huge presence inside at both ends. Jackson's a great asset to have in the post.
And what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Johnson, the pass to George. Second chance effort, and Markkanen lays it up and in.
Yeah, Markkanen doing a nice job crashing the glass there at 7 feet tall. This guy making good use of his size on that possession.
Embiid trying to break loose. Wiseman with the rebound. Johnson kicks to George. Jackson from long range. And the 3 ball is good. Jackson's got 10 points.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Here's MP. And MP throws it down hard.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Utah.
Third quarter action in just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Sinks the three-pointer.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
MP. And MP throws it down hard.
Get used to seeing that over the next 10-plus seasons. MP taking flight.
Here's Johnson. Nothing on the board. Pass to Wiseman. Now here's Markkanen. And the 3 off target. Embiid finds MP. Fires for 3. A 3-pointer is right on target. MP's got 10 points here in the second half.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game. Collier, he's checked in for Utah. Maxey's checked in for the 76ers. Here's Collier, covered by MP. Lobbed up there for Johnson, an emphatic alley-oop jam.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
Pass to McCain. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. McCain's got 6.
Good instincts from MP. That kind of passing wins the respect of your teammates.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And here is Johnson. Jazz passing it around. And they double up Jackson. The 3 from George. Here's Collier. He's covered by Maxey. George, no good. MP way outside. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be back with you shortly. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today. Making a change here. Johnson's checked in. MP's checked in for the 76ers. The 76ers leading by 21. Fontecchio is out there with Hansen. Then it's Keontae George. Then it's Johnson, and it's Collier in at the 1 spot. That's the group right now for Utah. Clark, I've always heard that every team when on the road will have a team dinner.
You know, that's typically a practice that most teams employ, and those dinners are memorable, especially if the food is good. But more than the food, I think, is the camaraderie and the bonding that takes place when you break bread together, coaches and players.
Johnson surveying the floor. Pass to Collier. Outside, George. Another miss by Utah.
just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
George against MP. They need this. The Jazz with another miss.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that three a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Utah Jazz. Here's Collier, covered by MP.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Spins. Here's George, converts after the nice spin. George has got 10 points in just the second half.
What a move, showing off the handles there.
MP, that's for 2, and that comes off the assist by Jones. And that's now 38 points for MP. Johnson outside. Pass to Collier. A floater, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Greg, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you'd try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
For the Jazz, Wiseman's checked in for Hansen. Jaren Jackson comes in for Fontecchio. And Lauri Markkanen subbed in for Johnson. Jared Allen's checked in for the 76ers. Another one goes. Incredible.
Hats off to him. I mean, he's got the longest 40-point streak in history.
Unreal. He's been on a scoring binge the likes we have never seen before.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the 76ers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And when you play a team twice like these two will this season, always nice to get a win in that first battle. They'll go up 1-0 in the season series against the Jazz.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
Johnson, he's checked in for Keontae George. And the 76ers also making a change. Martin's checked in. Outside Jackson. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Here's Collier. Unable to get that one.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited.